test on Friday, what I decided to do, I'm not going to review everything at once. I'm going to do 2 reviews, so that's why I'm just going to review A. So the newer stuff, none of this one. But there's certain things from here that I'm assuming you guys might have forgotten. So looking at the first 4 questions, let's find the midpoint of the line segment with the given endpoint. For the x value, I'm going to add the 2 x values that I have here. Negative 10 and 9, when you add those, is negative 1 over 2. Right? Remember, for midpoint, we always had it over 2. And then for the y value, add the 2 y's, 7 and 8, add those, I get 15 over 2. We can simplify the fraction and simplify it. Here I cannot. But what I mean with simplify is like we had like 6 over 2, call it 3. And if you have like 10 over 2, call it 5. Like simplify it if you can, but in my case I cannot. Yes.
Sure. Isn't it x1 plus x2 plus y? Because y over y1 over, I mean y1 plus y2?
We had x1 plus x2 over 2, yes. And then y1 plus y2 over 2, yes. So if I look at the x's, negative 10 and positive 9, when I add those is negative 1. Because then we're going on the rules of addition. If they have different signs, subtract the sign of the right one. You know?
No, because last time I did it, x1 plus x2 over y1 plus y2.
Okay. Oh, you said x1 plus x2 over y1 plus y2?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was, no. Like, they had something similar. Just flip. That was for slopes last year.
I know, because I did it like that last time and I got the answers right.
You did it?
I don't know what I did.
Yeah, I don't know what you did either, but no, don't do that. Alright, so here, remember that for the x value, add the x's divided by 2. For the y value, add the y's divided by 2. Alright, any questions on those 4?
Where'd you think about it?
Add those. What's 7 plus 8?
Oh, 50.
15 over 2.
You just got it?
Yes. So for the x value, add the x's over 2. For the y value, add the y's over 2. Once again, any other questions for those 4? No? Yes.
Except for the first 4?
Yeah, for the first one. Number 2. Let's take a look at question number 2. Let me turn it with this. Alright guys, for the x value, right, let me add the x's. For the x value, I'm going to get 9 over 2. Right, I added 10 and a negative 1. So that's 9 over 2. For the y value, I'm going to get 3 over 2. Notice I added the y. The x and a negative 3. I cannot simplify any of them. I'll just leave it like that. Remember when it says simplify, like once again, you had like 8 over 2, call that 4. But here we cannot. Don't have to change it to a mixed number. So the 9 over 2, you don't have to call it 4 in one. Like, you don't have to do it. The 9 over 2 is okay. Add the x.
Add 10.
Add 10 and a negative 1, what do you get?
9
over 2.
Oh, okay.
Alright. Now, from what I see, as a class, you guys need some review. If you guys need help asking for those, if not, come by to tutoring. Now, let me move into question number 5. Find the other endpoint of the line segment with the given endpoint and midpoint. So we're getting one endpoint, we're getting the midpoint, we have to get the other endpoint. First of all, let me find the rule, how to travel from the endpoint that is given to the midpoint. So on the x value, what do you do to 4 to make it 2? Minus 2. So the rule says on the x's, we're going to subtract 2. Now on the y's, what do you do to negative 1 to make it -1? Add nothing or add 0? Alright, so now that we know the rule, do it to the midpoint. How much is 2 minus 2? 0. So for the x value I get 0. For the y value, how much is -1 plus 0? -1. So once again, find out what's the rule. And remember, the way I came over for the rule is like, what I do to 4 to make it 2, so that once again we said -2. What do you do to the y, -1, to make it -1, which we said 0. So find out what the rule is, and then do that to the midpoint. If you guys are struggling on the rule, do a reverse subtraction. What I mean with a reverse subtraction is, for the x's, go 2 minus 4. And that will give you -2. If I go -1 minus a -1, then that should give you a 0.
So what's the answer? 0 -1.
Yeah, this is my other endpoint. As a class, I see you guys today like shut down. Like usually you guys are at a good level. Today you guys are like, yeah. Whatever it is happening to you guys today, make sure it doesn't happen to you guys on Friday. We have our test on Friday. Make sure you guys get it. Okay, none of this is new. None of this is new. It's just a review. You guys are forgetting it already. So let's take a look at question number 9. Classify if each angle is acute, obtuse, right, or straight. Just for us to remember, the acute are less than 90. Our obtuse are more than 90. Our right is equal to 90, and our straight equals to 180. As a matter of fact, the L shape is 90. So if we close it, that's less than 90. If we open it, that's more than 90. But just as a reminder, the L shape is 90 degrees. So for number 9, how do you guys classify that angle?
Right.
It's a right angle. Okay? Any questions up until number 12? No? Now on the back side, looking at 13, it says draw an angle with a given measurement. You guys will need a protractor for that one. Make sure you guys bring your protractor on Friday. The way we set it up, at the point that I see on my segment given, that's my vertex. So set out your protractor at the vertex. Make sure one of your sides overlaps the segment given. I notice my 0, because I'm dealing with the right numbers, my 0's on the outside. My case. Your case, the 0 could be on the inside. And I'm looking at my 0's. If you notice on the outside, my numbers are getting smaller and smaller. So in my case, my 0's on the outside. Your case, which is most of the cases, your 0 might be on the inside. Alright, so I'm dealing with outside numbers, because my 0's outside. So from the outside numbers, let me find 169. Which is, in my case, right here. You might be dealing with inside numbers, so find 169. I mark my point, connect it to my vertex, and you're done. It looks like almost like a straight line, like it looks like a straight angle. We know a straight angle is 180. 169 is pretty close to 180. So we do that. Any questions up until 16? When I give you guys a test on Friday, you guys see the little paper that come in the patty, the little like a wax paper? I have those papers. I use them because they're see-through. What I do is like I draw my angle, how it's supposed to look like, Then I put it on top of your paper to make sure it matches. That's how I'm going to grade you guys. So make sure it's there. I'll excuse by 1 degree over or 1 degree lower, higher, lower. 1 degree I'll excuse, but not too much. All right, any questions on these? And then the last thing, we have to measure angles. All right, use your protractor. Use your protractor and measure it. In my case, I get 15 degrees. I came over and I put it right on the vertex. My 0, my 15 were crossing each other, so 15 minus 0, I get 15 degrees. Right, so if this was on the test, I will accept a number between 14 and 16, including those two. 14, 15, 16, I'll say okay. Like I measured 15 degrees. Like I said 1 over 100, I'll be okay. But if you guys try 20, yeah, that will not be okay. Like, any questions? Yes. Number 5? All right. I think I did number 5, right? So let me take a look at 6. All right, let me take a look at 6 because I think we did number 5 together. So for number 6, given an endpoint and a midpoint, first of all, find out your rule. And what I mean with rule is, what do you do to negative 2 to make it 6? At 8, okay? If we were not quite sure, do a reverse subtraction, right? 6 minus a negative 2, and that's how you will get your at 8. Now, on the y's, what do you do to negative 10 to make a negative 10? Add 0. So now that you know your rule, do that rule to the midpoint. Alright, how much is 6 plus 8? So my x value is 14. On the y's, how much is negative 10 plus 0? Negative 10. Once again, find out the rules first and do that rule to the midpoint. If you're not quite sure how to get the numbers on the rule, do a reverse subtraction. All right, for the x value, once again, I went 6 minus a negative 2. That's how we get the reverse subtraction. Any other questions? This is kind of like the wake-up call to see how much you guys remember. Remember, the test is on Friday. If you guys need help, we got tutoring, you can ask me, do whatever you can, but make sure you know about Friday. No questions? All right, let me take roll really quick.